So today I wanted to talk about racism and discrimination and religious discrimination by Labour and certain mainstream media presenters. Um, the best example I can give is Sadiq Khan, who said recently that white people did not represent London. I actually reported this because I felt it discriminated against white people, white British people. And I know that he's already been in trouble for a previous racist comment. I haven't heard anything back, and I don't expect to, because it would appear that he is protected, which, it's one of those things. We have other Labour politicians openly promoting Pakistan, therefore discriminating against not just white British people, Indian British people, Chinese British people, Caribbean British people, and all other British people whose origins are from different countries. Now, that in itself is not good. It's not a good thing. We had one Labour politician, I believe she was the mayor of a town somewhere in the north of England, and she spoke in Pakistani when she was giving her acceptance speech. Now, she is supposed to represent British people. Doing that discriminates against all British people. She lives in England and she should have spoken English. I think it was, in my own opinion, I think it was wrong. The other thing is when Labour politicians openly promote Islam, the thing with that is they are discriminating against all other beliefs in the UK. So, for example, the Prime Minister and the Labour Party and their policies have all promoted Islam, which in turn has created division because it has discriminated against all other beliefs in the UK. This division has then created more racism, more discrimination, and promoted violence. So the Labour government are actually responsible, in part, for the increase in racism and discrimination against Muslims, all the while claiming to protect them. This has really got to the stage now where Labour Party are allowed to be openly racist, openly discriminate, openly to discriminate religiously, and it's not fair. I saw recently that a group of Sikh men and women went to the house of someone who was part of a grooming gang, and they kind of took things into their own hands. And I thought it was excellent what they did. But I think it's a shame that if it was a white person, the person would have been arrested. And I really appreciate and admire what the Sikh community did in that case. And I hope that in the future, everybody is treated equally, that there are no special treatments for certain groups, certain ethnicities, certain religions. We in England are multicultural. There's no denying that. But the thing is, we are not all treated equally. So why? Why are Labour, why are the left wing, why are some of those in mainstream media allowed to be openly racist and discriminate? The government need to do something. Something has to be done to balance things out. I I have no I'm not racist. I don't discriminate. I'm actually an atheist, so I'm quite happy for people to have their religious beliefs. But it doesn't take away from what is happening in England and how Labour appear to be making things worse. Um, the only way that I can see things changing is if there is a general election, if there is, for example, a revolution in England, if there is a military coup. We all know that Keir Starmer is doing extremely badly. Labour are doing extremely badly. They really need to, before they start saying people are far right, racist, extremists, they really need to look in-house, look at their own party, their own people that represent them in television. They need to do something. Labour has become the most racist party in the UK. Some of you might not agree with that, some of you will, but basically the bottom line is, if nothing is done, and if nothing is done soon, the country will go to civil war. There will be civil war. And people in the Labour Party, Keir Starmer, his government, they will be the first to fall. And it would be a shame that the Labour Party, which is supposed to represent the people, is just representing themselves. I hope this made sense and wasn't too waffly. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.